I've been so overwhelmed, but in a way where I sit down and I just think to myself, wait, this is literally the life I prayed for. Okay, so let's first talk about the final epidemic. Because you cannot tell me I'm the only person who's been scrolling on TikTok and every other TikTok is about finals. Or it's about I don't even know. Everyone's stressing about finals. Everyone's stressing about if they pass this semester or not, which is real. Because this whole semester I was skipping assignments. I it was bad. And then suddenly this week I'm just emailing professors and I'm like, hey queen, I swear I'm not like this. I swear I'm always on top of my game. Please, is there extra credit or is there something? I don't know what happened to me this semester. Things just got super chaotic. But here's the thing. Every single person right now is overwhelmed. Every single person is saying, wow, I actually should have locked in. Or wow, this is what college actually is. Or wow, life is lifing. It's easy to think everything is going wrong right now. But what if it's not? Should I play the intro? If I keep looking down, it's because all my notes right here. Sorry. And I saw this quote and it says, what a privilege it is to be overwhelmed by a life that you once prayed for. And I had to pause. Because right now I'm overwhelmed by school, overwhelmed by track, I'm overwhelmed by content, I'm overwhelmed by just trying to be a functional human being. But a year ago, I was begging God for this season. I was praying for opportunities, praying for structure, praying for a fresh start and a new chapter. So the thing is, why am I complaining about the exact thing that I prayed for? Why am I annoyed at the blessings that I've begged for? And it's not that stress isn't real, because stress is real. It definitely is. But sometimes overwhelm is actually proof that God answered you. So think about this. You're so tired because you had work and you have school. But what a blessing it is that you have a job. What a blessing it is that you get to learn anything at all. Your room is messy. What a blessing it is that you have so many clothes that you have to put away and you have a space to put them in. You're stressed about editing a video. What a blessing it is that people want to watch you, that you get to create something, that you have tools to create it. Sometimes we forget that we're living inside of dreams that our younger selves dreamed about, that our younger selves prayed about. Even the exhausting parts of our lives are just blessings in disguise. This one hurts a little bit more, I think, is that we don't see our blessings because we're too busy scrolling to even see them. And trust me, I know. My screen time is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I hate being told to get off my phone, but this semester I literally had to. I had to pause Vlogmas this week. I had to stop posting. I had to stop pretending like I could handle everything that was going on in my life, because I just wasn't valuing the life that I was given. I wasn't being responsible and I wasn't being grateful. I was just distracted. It's hard to see answered prayers when our eyes are glued to someone else's timeline. Here's the part I want to say very carefully. Just because you're overwhelmed does not mean that you're falling behind. Sometimes overwhelmed means that you're growing. Sometimes it means that God has stretched you. Sometimes it means that you stepped into something bigger than what you were even prepared for. And sometimes it means that you're finally in motion, that you're finally doing things that you daydreamed about, and that you're finally becoming the person that you hoped to be. Your younger self would be so proud of you right now, not because you're perfect, but because you're living the life that they couldn't even imagine. Okay, but let's be real. Let's reel it back in, okay? Mindset doesn't fix everything. So here's what does help. I know I say it a lot on my videos, but yeah, I'm still scrolling. You probably can catch me on Instagram, active probably all the time. I have to tell you, You gotta stop scrolling. I think you just have to stop scrolling when you know it's making you numb. Not forever, but just long enough for you to come back to real life. I just say, like, don't really try to just sit there, scroll for like 4 hours, and then you look up and your day is probably already gone. I know 4 hours is probably a stretch, but I think it's good to reel it in a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. Do one thing, do one thing that brings you back to center. Clean a corner of your room. Answer an email. Study for 20 minutes, but I know it's break, so, you know, remind yourself who you prayed to become. You wanted this, you asked for this, and you deserve to live in it fully. And yes, be grateful, but also be honest. You can, we can easily become overwhelmed and stressed. We can easily become tired and blessed. And you can still be stressed and still in the exact same place God wants you to be. Because at the end of the day, you're overwhelmed by a life that's actually working, a life that is moving forward, a life that's growing in you, and a life that the younger you begged for. And yeah, I know it's hard. Like, I promise you, I'm with you in the same boat. Like, I had to look around. My room's messy. If you want to take a look at my screen time, that's also horrible. But I really just hope that this reminds you that there's nothing wrong with you right now. You're not dumb. You're not failing. You're not behind. You're not weak for feeling tired. You're living. You're growing. You're carrying a life that the past you asked for. And I know it doesn't always feel beautiful. I know that sometimes it just feels like too much. But one day you're going to look back and be like, wow, she really did that. Like, wow, I actually posted that video. Wow, I actually went for that degree. Wow, I actually studied and got all A's. So give yourself grace. So if you're overwhelmed right now and your finals are heavy, your life feels loud, and if you're tired in a way where sleep just doesn't seem to fix it, I'm with you. Slow down when you need to. And don't forget to thank God, not just for the easy parts, but for the busy ones too. Still here. Thank you for sitting with me. I love you, and I'll see you next video.